Alrighty, and here we go. A pirate life for me, Colum, Calais, and Galloway. I need to read more Alice in Wonderland, or maybe I don't. I'm your host. This is FTO Nerd Talk, or FTO Podcast, however you say it. That's what this is. Again, I'm your host, D. Yeah, if you're new listeners, welcome. A lot of you have been hopping on that Dragon Con podcast. More people listen to that than they listen to almost any other podcast. Who would have thunk? Not this guy at all. So, welcome, new listeners. If you're still here listening, this is a fun place to be sometimes. Not always. Sometimes, though. I am currently at work. Like, my other work. Not this work. And I got to go in and take care of that. But I thought, you know what? Let's get on. Let's talk about today. I have not been watching anything. Like, nothing at all. So nothing to review. Apparently I gotta change my demeanor when it comes to this too. So I can't promote stuff. Like if I watch it, I can't go tell you guys like to go see it. I can tell you guys not to go see it. All I can do is say like, I saw this is what I thought, and that's that. The same for TV, like any kind of news about this. Like this is the news, here it is, and that's that. Like I can't do anything else. The strike, it's creeping. But at least I got some new rules to barely talk about this kind of stuff. Can I do that today? Let's find out. Let's find out. I was gonna do a bit, like I can't. Let's just go on with the show. Cause like here's the kick. Like I miss like doing like this with Tashi J. Like I really do. She talk about some stuff that she got going on in the works. Can't talk about it. Mum's the word on that. But like she got some stuff coming out, her and Lloyd of Midnight Comics. Yeah, the Kickstarter did its thing, but like, you know, still more projects are going, and dude, so cool. So cool. Hold on a second. Chris Evans getting married? What the hell? Well, Chris Evans is getting married. I guess there's that. See, like here's one. The Nun 2 beats out Equalizer at the box office. That's the news. Like it made X, Y, and Z amount. Let's see how much it is. The Nun 2 is taking the top spot at box office this weekend with $38.2 million for its opening, knocking the Equalizer Part 3 into second spot with $12.1 million this weekend. Another sequel, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the third. What? Wow. See, when you don't talk about stuff, nothing gets talked about. There was a part 3 of that? I had no idea. Came in third with $10 million. The Indian action thriller Jawan and Barbie round out the top 5 with 6.2 and 5.9. All right, so I guess this is from comicbook.com, by the way. I feel like I should source this, because otherwise I'm just plagiarizing. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3? No idea. No idea about any of that. See, like, that alone made the show really interesting, right? I haven't told you to go check out anything. I just gave the news. I guess that's what I should start doing. I don't know. Maybe that's what the universe is saying. Hey, man, you guys are putting out too much stuff out there. People listen to your podcast. You gotta stop telling them to go see stuff, even though you haven't seen it yet. And I've done that. Not a review, just like read a synopsis, like I would watch this, but you know, my schedule is so busy, I can't, because back in the 90s, in 2000s, that's 00, not 10s, or the 20s, like we're in now, 00s and 90s, I will watch and consume everything I possibly could. Now, we are in a new age, a digital streaming age, and everything is available at the tip of your fingers, everything. Anything digital, you can get it if you're savvy enough, and people consume it. So, yeah. I mean, like, I gave it a first one. I didn't stop until, like, my kids were born. That was, like, what, 8 years? 12 to 8 years ago. So, let's put it that way. But, yeah. And now everyone's, like, still consuming stuff. We're not talking as much. Had an incident happen to me. Pause for a second. Pause the podcast for a second. Pause. I went to a store today, bought my wife this product. It's a vape. Yeah, I don't vape. She vapes, but I go into the store. The guy looks at me and says, nothing at all. He just looks at me. I smell. I was like, oh wait, You're mopping the floor. He looks at me and sighs, like, what do you want? I was livid. Livid. What do you want? Are you serious? Hey, man, I'm not one for, like, get all high on customer savvy. I feel it. Some days are just bad days, especially Sunday, first week of football. I got it. You don't want to be here. You're bored out of your mind. You just mopped this floor. Just finished. And this dude's going to walk in at, like, what, 8, 9 o'clock at night, an hour before we close? You can be a little heated. I get it. But what do you want? Are you serious? Too much. He was doing too much. Then he decided to go a little step further and say, like, can I help you with something? Like, can I help you, like, find something? I told him what I wanted. He's still sighing. I'm like, do you want me to leave? Go somewhere else, man? His demeanor changed a little bit, but, like, he asked, like, do I know what I want? Told him what I want. Asked for the product. I paid cash with it. He apologized, like, I got OCD, man. I'm thinking, I was like, okay. Well, so do I. And PTSD. And ADHD. And anxiety. And, like, I'm not, like, trying to share symptoms and whatnot. Like, but that can't be, like, your only rationale for not being kind to somebody. Bro, we all got stuff going on, but that's no excuse to be rude to anybody for no reason, simply for existing. Period. Like, I'm gonna die on that sword. Period. So that happens, and he said, like, wow, that's a lot you got there. Brushed that little comment off, could have kept that to himself. And it's like, yeah, man, yeah, it's something. And that's like in my item, in my change, I'm about to leave. I say to him, like, would you have said what you said to me if I was white? Had nothing to say. And as I leave the store, I say, just remember to have some kindness. And I left the store. Like, I talked with a few friends of mine about this, about how people are, especially like the black diaspora that's in America, has a habit of being negative or toxic at times. I'm not saying it's a monolith. I'm not saying it's a general. I'm just saying sometimes we do stuff that perpetuates negativity towards other people. And, like, I'm tired of it. I am tired. I'm tired of people honking their horns when I get out of the car. Tired of it. Tired of it. Tired of people being mean to me simply for being in front of them. Tired of it. Fed up with it. Tired of people thinking they can't understand or hear what I'm saying, even though I'm speaking the King's English. Tired of it. And what I'm really tired of is when I walk into a room and people start sniffing. Like, getting tired of that also. Tired. Making fun of people and their different smells. Why? We all evolve from different animals. Like, a human's not like a godly being. You're all humans. You're all going to have days where you smell the way you don't want to smell. Or you do smell the way you want to smell, but that smell changes into something else. Because it's a body, it has orifices, and it has pits. So, like, this whole thing about us needing to smell like, tip-top all the time, that's a narrative to make you feel bad about yourself. So stop. All of you. Stop. Just getting too much, man. Too much. My source. Let's see. Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom trailer release. Oh, they need that. They need that as soon as possible. All right. Let's see. Deadpool director says he was going to make damn sure Wolverine wore the yellow and blue. Oh, well, hey, man. Good on you. In the future, though, like, actually look at the picture a little bit more and, like, notice that, like, there's no sleeves. I don't care how not cool it looks, him having his arms out like that. I mean, come on. Like, let's work with it in the future. See what we can do. See what we can miss and match. Just throw it out. Maybe short sleeves. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's cool. I'm glad we got the yellow and blue. I'm being ungrateful. Whatever. Who cares? God. Netflix One Piece should have word on season 2 soon. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. So, next story. Let's see. Zack Sabre Jr. responds to Bryan Danielson's challenge for AEW Wrestling Dream. I don't know what that is either. That sounds like wrestling stuff. I don't know that. What's next? This is the show. I should just do this. Like, do this until I'm bored. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 now has a lot of pressure on it to smash Sonic 2's $405 million box office. I mean, with a strike going on, yeah. I mean, yeah. Who's going to promote it? Let's see what happens, right? That is not an endorsement to go see this film. God. I'm going to have a blast with this. All of it's arbitrary. Just like give these people who asking you for money, you big executives, give them their money. That's why it's arbitrary. Not because people are striking. I'm not Stephen Amell. I mean, come on. Like, just give these folks their money. That's all you got to do. Like, you're willing to lose $500 million instead of paying $59 million. What are you doing? Just stop. It's all about power. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not about money. It's about saying, like, when I told you to do something, you should do it. That's what this is. And for companies like who own a franchise like Star Trek, what are you doing? You're all playing this stupid capitalistic game, and none of us are getting anywhere. If anywhere, we're getting lower and less caring. And hey, we got aliens in the world. I mean, aliens, full-on aliens. No one cares because we can't eat and we can't live. So why do I care about aliens? Oh, great, ET's gonna come and abduct me and do something with me. Give me all this hellhole. You know what I mean? That's the joke. So so once we fix like the diaspora of blackness and the negativity there, maybe we can go global with it. God. The world's so laughable to me sometimes that all I can do is laugh. So that's why I love doing this podcast. When it comes to more news, I see some stuff here. U.S. champion Coco Gauff, like she won the channel's Barbie and video victory. No, she won. She won this woman's single in the cup. I don't know what I just read. So, congrats to her. That's awesome. That's great news. Fight Club author reveals the one thing he doesn't like about the movie. Comicbook.com has the article if you want to find out what that thing is. This is a good vibe. Just reading the headlines. Who cares, right? Just headlines. Who cares what's inside of it? It's all about what's on the cover. Hulu now streaming one of the best movies ever. What could it be? I have no idea. And if I did know what it was, I wouldn't tell you to go see it, and I wouldn't tell you not to go see it. That joke is never going to get old because it's going to look different every single time. But you know what? I think, speaking of time, I think I'm running out of it. One of these things, I'm gonna throw these jokes, they're gonna land, and I'm gonna be super serious the entire time. There's gonna be like no laughing in any of it. But here's the fun thing. Today is not that day. Thank you, Aragon. This is a shorter episode than usual simply because not much I can really talk about. Not in the way I want to. Not really. Like, I'm still working on this new language, this new voice. It's not easy. Like, I'm not a corporation. I'm not even really a mom and pop if we're going to be like 100%. I'm like a guy who travels the world, mostly his state, and like, you know, talk about the stuff he sees from the perspective that he's embodied over the years, which is very American-centric, mind you, and like narrow, like Central America. Nope, that's not right. Central North America. That's better. Olivia Rodrigo has a new album. What? She's killing it. Starfield is still doing this thing. The Boy and the Heron. The Money. A Haunting in Venice. Dix, the musical. That's something. The Nun. The sequel. Hold on a second. I think I'm on a roll. Baldur's Gate 3, Sea of Stars, Starfield, Armored Core 6, Fire something. Firefly. That's a Rammstein song. Let's see. Fires of Rubicon. And Fae Farm. What else we got? Dreaming Waltz Black. I feel like there's a epilogue after that. What is the rest of it? Top Boy Season 5. Star Trek Lower Decks. See, now I gotta curb my excitement because I want to say something about that because I knew it was out. Can't talk about it unless I watch it. Then I gotta do like a review. Doing a review, the way people do reviews nowadays, ain't for me, Jack. Anyways, Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, and the Changeling. I'll figure it out. We'll get to a central of things, because like we're all subjugated to like the rule of law, and the rule of law very Christian based, and like that's a whole conversation for a whole different thing. But capitalism is in there. squeezed in somewhere, and we got to follow that too. So, I'm your host, D, of the FTO Nerd Talk. Make sure you find me wherever you find FTO Nerd Talk. I am constantly hanging out on Instagram right now. I'm putting stuff everywhere, but I'm hanging out in a wiggly room that is Instagram. Twitter is having me some fun, good times. I'm sorry, this is a journalist company. I also gotta say, X, formerly known as Twitter. I gotta say that, like, when I'm on a podcast. I know. If I'm on Instagram, I'm just calling it Twitter. But, like, you know, I mean X, formerly known as Twitter. That's where I'm at usually. Legalese is fun, isn't it? I mean, they probably won't sue me. They'll just give me a cease and desist. Like, don't talk about us anymore. It's whatever. But yeah, you can find me there. Both of those places, usually. I'm trying to get on Threads, but Threads is bland. Like, it's bland. So, it's like oatmeal. At least Reddit is red, but it's really orange. So, you know, there's that. But Threads is like a very old pair of Converse. So, do that as you may. So, yeah. But yeah, find where you find me. If you want to hit me up with something, talk about some stuff, or give me some money. I mean, I don't like money, but I'll take it. I'll do something with it. I'll figure out something to do with it. I've lately been wanting to buy comic book superhero athletic gear and do stuff with that. Like, just take pictures of it. Sensual. Non-sensual. Depends on the day. You know how it is. You got like OnlyFans on your mind, so you're just like, I can do that. And I'll make bank. He's like, you know what? No. No, I would never. With this body, showing it to the world would be too much. They couldn't handle it. So I opt out. And it's been 20 minutes? God, that's been 20 minutes. Yeah. Anyways, all right, I gotta let you guys go. Until next time, you take it easy. Hey guys, D here of FTO Nerd Talk. I hope you enjoy the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends about FTO Nerd Talk. Got a lot of different shows for all of you. Make sure you tune in every week for a brand new episode. Take it easy.